each day.
On Valentine's night.
Time as you know it freezes.
20 minutes past 10.
Keep up, Doctor.
Thinks we're going to smother her in her sleep.
I'm a grave digger, Doctor.
I was at home.
David is my husband.
All on my lonesome.
Stabbed him with a steak knife.
Nothing changes.
I'm a qualified angel of death when I'm dancing.
You get this day over and over.
Hilda.
I black out.
I don't think she's got long.
And Laurie just...
Naked on the beach.
Hannah.
Is that it for today?
We haven't even met Lacey and they're already saying that we fulfilled our stuff?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm Lacey Hendricks. So you don't know about me then?
Why don't you tell me?
That's how you know someone's gonna be a
Yeah.
handful. Oh, so you don't know about me yet.
Yeah.
Like, great.
Where to start? My next door neighbour in Jobson Hill, where I live, she was murdered. 80, and they diversion burgled her. But she was wise to it and started calling the police. They slit her throat with a bread knife. So I started a neighbourhood watch.
Okay.
It was me and Agnes. Everyone else thought we were overreacting. If they want their throats cut, that's up to them, living in their bubbles. But Agnes... Poor Agnes. She went missing, and still is. And that's what people think. But it's not the truth.
Well, what is the truth?
Yeah.
It killed them. It looks normal enough. A smartly dressed, door-to-door saleswoman. I know because I heard my other neighbours shout at her. No Jehovah's! They think anyone knocking is a Jehovah. But she said she was selling double glazing. I don't know. I didn't answer the door. Best not to nowadays. But I watched her go to Agnes's. Poor Agnes. She let her right into her house. I could only see the silhouette. It turned from a person into a, well, it looked like, I guess you'd call it a Medusa. Snakes for her face. And Agnes just fell to the floor.
Well, she turned to stone, obviously.
A few minutes later, the woman left, smiling like the cat that got the cream. That was the end of Agnes. I saw it with my own eyes. What more proof do I need?
Well...
You're starting to sound like Dr. Dekker. He didn't believe me either.
I didn't say that.
So there's this thing about snake people that you gotta know.
I don't know. I believe Mermaid Girl. So maybe paranormal shit's real. And this, maybe we're in like an SCP kind of situation. You know, like special protective containment or whatever. It's like this like weird wiki where they like hold a bunch of people who have paranormal abilities. Maybe like all these people really do have these abilities, and like Dr. Dekker was like assigned by the government to keep track of them, and that's why he was killed. All these people, none of them are crazy.
I feel like Mermaid Girl is more credible than Snake Woman.
Hey, I feel like, you know,
it's the eyebrows that do it for me. I just can't trust anybody with eyebrows like that.
They're too thin.
They're too thin.
They're too thin. You can't trust anyone whose eyebrows are that thin. This is not a indication on anyone actually watching. It's
nope, I'm calling you out. Calling you out.
You're getting called out by Stacey's. Okay.
Anybody who spends that much time on their eyebrows, there's something else going on.
Yeah, just go to the doctor and be like, what's going on? I'm like, I think I just like too much time on my eyebrows.
I think I spend too much time on my eyebrows, and
he's like, say no more.
It's becoming
or she's
a problem.
like, say no more. I'm surprised there isn't a commercial. Do you spend too much time on your eyebrows? Side effects may include massive diarrhea, no more eyebrows, eyebrows growing to the size of a fetus. Like,
Yeah.
your eyebrows attaining sapience, leaving your body and starting their own revolution.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
I didn't have much luck with him, like I said. He didn't believe me. He thought I was having a hallucination caused by the stress of my neighbour being so brutally murdered. Where is Agnes, though? I haven't found her, have they?
If they haven't found
Have they?
her, then how? Well, I suppose she's the one that saw her get murdered, so.
I suppose I could tell you, but I don't have all the gossip.
I don't know if they found Agnes.
We lie.
What? That can't be possible. Is that true? Why don't I know about it then? When was this then? Is she alive? Her useless husband is?
Oh, I think we just, like, ruined a relationship right there.
Oh, why do you think so?
Don't know much about
Because
him,
we lied.
other than the fact that he looks at me like I'm 6 foot under every time we meet. He doesn't seem too bothered she's gone missing either. He did at first, when the police were crawling around. But now they've gone, that stopped. If I hadn't seen that thing eat her, I'd...
Well, he clearly hired a snake woman assassin.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only possible.
He hired Medusa as an assassin. And then he's fucking Medusa now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he was having an affair with Medusa and she got jealous.
Mm-hmm.
No. He's a Weasley little man. He spends far too much time in his garden. It's probably like the National Trust back there. The constant digging and building, pruning and sawing.
So he's building a gazebo on top of his dead wife's body.
Mm-hmm.
What a thing to say! Why would you say that? I kept watching the front door after that saleswoman had left and nothing. She didn't leave, and you can't get out the back since the council sold the garage block. Ron's a gardener, not a killer. Unless... Agnes said Ron was laying the foundations for a new greenhouse. You don't think...
I do think.
Yeah, definitely, for sure.
Absolutely.
He and the Medusa woman are having an affair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I should ask Lacey about the neighborhood watch.
Mm-hmm.
I need to call the police. I need to call them now.
Okay.
But they won't listen to me. I tried to tell them about the monster, but they didn't believe me. They won't believe me about this, I promise you. Please, could you call them, Doctor?
Yeah.
Thank you, Doctor. Now give me a pen and I'll write down the details for you.
What?
Don't you want to know why Dr. Dekker called me the leech lady? He said that I leech thoughts from people, suck 'em right out of their heads. And I can put thoughts in there too. I'm not that clever though, am I, Doctor? I mean, it's not as if I was having an affair with Ron and Agnes was in the way and needed to disappear. So I made this story up. I mean, what do you think I do for a living anyway?
So I had sort of thought that Agnes was like her elderly neighbor.
You sell double glazing?
Yeah.
Doctor, you're so good. We're going to get on just fine.
What is double glazing?
The saleswoman was selling double glazing.
No, I know. I'm saying, what is double glazing?
I don't know.
I was at Henley Church. They had a service that ran right up till midnight. For us less fortunates without a love in their life. Well, now.
Oh, so her husband's dead.
Do you have someone,
Or
Doctor?
wife.
Do you have a love in your life?
Yes. No, I don't know.
Double glazing our windows. They're windows.
No, I haven't found
Garden club. You should come with me one night. It's a lovely way to meet new people. That's not really a question I can answer.
Try neighborhood watch.
It was me and Agnes. Everyone else thought we were overreacting. If they want their throats cut, that's up to them, living in their bubbles. But Agnes... Or Agnes...
So she basically admitted that she killed Agnes and that she was the woman with the snake lady.
Nothing, of course. The faculty thinks I've gone loopy, like some kind of spongy Mobius strip. That's why I'm here, isn't it, Dr. Dekker? Him, God, the great old one, the elder god, Cthulhu, however you address him. Listen to me! You're not listening! It's your only bloody job! Well, let's call him God. He creates this world for his amusement, something he can play with and occasionally alter to suit his mood. God loves chaos, but something goes wrong. Man and woman evolve. What was once chaotic becomes, well, more ordered. Without chaos, he has less power. When there's too much order, he becomes impotent. So he needs to instill chaos again. And do you know how he does this? No. And yes, but you're being too granular. He needs chaos so he can return, and the only thing stopping him is you. Not just you. You and people like you. Psychiatrists, doctors, nurses. Anyone who is caring for people who are losing their sanity. You have no comprehension how important your job is, do you? He doesn't need your version of insanity to spread. He needs chaos. It's not the same. It's just a means to an end. They're not all cultists, unfortunately. Once you see the truth, it's hard not to spread chaos yourself, to cause further insanity and harm your own. I doubt it. But can I make you question your reality? Definitely. But in doing so, I would be promoting more chaos. On the basis the central component of our universe is chaos, science can only document a perception of the chaos at any one given moment in time, as by definition, chaos is unpredictable from one moment to the next, which means that at any given moment, we can choose to alter our perception of the world, no matter how much chaos that would cause. In 10 seconds' time, there will be no gravity in this room, and we will float. 3, 2, 1. You think nothing happened. But where's your glass, Doctor?
I think this is all real. I think they all really have those powers. Because it's interesting that he brought up Cthulhu as the closest thing he could explain.
He brought up Cthulhu as the closest thing to God.
Yeah, and the whole point of Cthulhu is that he brings... people can't understand him and he brings madness. So maybe all of these people really do have these powers in some way.
Maybe.
And within the confines of this game, not in the real world, if anyone's listening thinking, yeah, maybe that's true. Like, I'm serious. If your first thought is Yeah, maybe that is true. Maybe psychiatrists really... No, that's not true. They were only talking about the video game, okay, guys? In this video game, maybe these people really... Like, if we uncover something, we unleash the god of insanity. And I'm into that.
Well, this game is called The Infectious Madness of Dr. Dekker. So maybe Dekker is exhibiting like some sort of power over people to like make them do these things. Maybe Dr. Dekker is Cthulhu.
I think part of it is that I really want that one woman to really be a mermaid.
You're going to make up whatever theory is necessary to make that a reality.
I just want her to be a siren, luring men. She goes to the club, gets a dude, drowns them in the sea, wakes up in the ocean. I love it.
I think you just look for any excuse to murder men.
I mean, that's not wrong. Well, we got green for Lacey.
Yeah. I think that, so for those people... We might also be able to, like, I don't know if once we get them to orange, we can type hint and it will help us get to green.
Okay, so yeah, we should have been using hint more. I'm sorry, everybody, that we missed, like, the hints for the first chapter, but it is what it is.